In this video, I'll be sharing the story of a Korean horror film called The Ghost Game, which was released on August 6, 2025. The film begins with a bubble flying through the air and bursting near Jaong, who was sleeping. This wakes her up from sleep. At that time she heard some creepy noise. So, she looked outside her room and saw her elder sister, Young, walking in slow circles in another room. Suddenly a doll mysteriously falls into her room and slides away through the door. Jaong carefully walked into the room and saw the doll lying under the couch. When she tried to pick up the doll, someone mysteriously pulled it under the couch. She tried to check what's under the couch, but the ghost of her elder sister, Young, came out from below the couch. She moves toward Jaong and strangles her throat. At that time, Jaong's stepsister So-woo wakes her up and asks if she is okay. After that, Jaong starts an online video call with her friends. Her friend Kai-ho told everyone about participating in a YouTube contest, and the winner will get a $50,000 reward. He shares a video of performing a dark ritual that tells the truth about future events. But Mi-yeon told him it's a fake dark ritual. Kai-ho told them that they will make a documentary video about a high school student missing after using the dark ritual, but no one will know it's fake. Now, everyone agrees on making this documentary video. Jaong told them they will need 6 people to perform the dark ritual, but there are only 5 of them now. Kai-ho replied that, "I think no one will want to join us in this documentary video about performing dark rituals." At that time Jaong walks out and asks her stepsister, So-woo, to join with her in this documentary video. After that, Jaong came in front of the computer and told her friend that her stepsister will be joining the dark ritual. Now there are 6 of them, and they are ready for making the documentary video about performing a dark ritual. Later that day, the group meets together and takes a group photo before going to the ritual location. While they are preparing to leave, Jaong sees a ghost girl in the mirror, but when she turns back, she sees no one there. The group travels using a train and finally reaches the abandoned building where the dark ritual will be performed. They walked inside the abandoned building and found the creepy room in the basement. There are pillars tied with chains inside the room. In the middle of the room, there is also a tub containing black water. Kai-ho told them that this black water was used for the dark ritual purpose. He continues saying that during the Japanese rule in Korea, this room was used to store water from northern Seoul. Then as time went on, many restless spirits and ghosts were drawn in and trapped under the water. Kai-ho used cow blood to fake real blood and started drawing the satanic symbol on the floor, while Yi-yoon started recording the video using a mobile phone. At that time Jaong asks them, "What if we actually try the dark ritual for real?" Hearing that, everyone got surprised and looked at her. She further says that they will try the dark ritual for real, and if it doesn't work, they'll continue with the fake dark ritual. Kai-ho thinks for a moment, then believes that if the dark ritual actually worked, their video will be at the top level. He asked them who will be the vessel for the spirit to enter in performing this dark ritual. So-woo responds that she will take the role of vessel. Then Kai-ho gave them a sheet of paper and asked them to write down the questions that they wanted to ask the spirits. After that they all quietly write their questions on their paper. As So-woo starts writing her question on the paper, Jaong ties an anklet around So-woo's leg. This ankle is actually used by Jaong's deceased sister, Young. Kai-ho told everyone the rules and instructions for this dark ritual. Then everyone fills their bowl with the black water and sits at one corner of the star. In the center of the star, where the black water is located, the vessel will be standing. So-woo, who is taking the role of vessel, stands in the water, and her face is covered using a paper bag. The rest light a candle beside their bowls and place their paper containing the written questions into the bowl containing the water. Kai-ho explains that to end the dark ritual, they must first say, "Please leave," before removing the bag from So-woo's head, and everyone must leave the circle in the exact order they received their answers. Then they began the dark ritual and waited for So-woo to become possessed. They sit in silence for some time but still see nothing happen. Then, Jaong sees a bubble flying above So-woo's head, which only she could see. The moment the bubble got burst, So-woo immediately got possessed. After that, she dips her head in the water. She then straightens up and rips the paper bag while revealing her eyes turning completely black. After that she raises up one of her other hands and starts twisting and pointing her finger at Mi-yeon. Mi-yeon looks down at her paper and sees a single word, "wrong," appearing on it. Next So-woo points her finger at Kai-ho. Kai-ho looks on his paper and sees a word, "right," appearing on it. Then So-woo points his finger to the remaining 3, in which Yi-yoon sees flower on her paper. Dong-jun sees right on his paper, and at last Jaong also sees the word right on her paper. Suddenly, So-woo moves forward and starts counting numbers from 662 until she reaches 666. After that, she looked at Jaong and tried to attack her. But her foot that has the anklet got stuck in the water and refused to let her go. Suddenly, all the light, including the candle, goes out, and the room turns into darkness. Kai-ho quickly puts his camera in night mode and sees So-woo walking slowly through the water in a circular way. Then, the lights begin to flicker violently. Jaong also sees So-woo walking on the water, which is exactly like her deceased elder sister, In-young, did in her dream. Seeing So-woo possessed by a spirit, they all get frightened. So, they pull So-woo out of the water and take off her mask. She falls unconscious and is lying on the floor. They try to wake her up but fail. Yi-yoon told everyone that they need to call for help, but Kai-ho proceeds to upload a short video about their dark ritual. A moment later, the phone signal got disconnected. Then they run toward the door and try to open it, but it refuses to open. Dong-jun took his baseball bat and hit the door with it. But the baseball bat got broken, and the door still failed to open. Meanwhile, Mi-yeon looks up and sees a demonic entity right above her. The demonic entity enters her body through her mouth. Now Mi-yeon got possessed by the demon, and she was standing quietly in a weird way. The others look at her and ask if she is alright. Mi-yeon replied in a creepy voice, saying she is fine. Dong-jun moves forward to her to check, but suddenly she runs towards the door and violently starts hitting her head against it. They were shocked to see blood falling down from Mi-yeon's head. So, Dong-jun and Jaong rush near her to stop. Finally she stops hitting the door and turns around. But she picked up the broken baseball bat and told everyone that they must kill So-woo. After saying that, she rushed towards So-woo to kill her, but Dong-jun and the others tried to stop her. Mi-yeon pushes them aside and continues to move towards So-woo again, but Jaong blocks her way. Mi-yeon told Jaong that So-woo is not even your real sister. At that time Kai-ho stabbed Mi-yeon from behind using the broken bat. Dong-jun asks Kai-ho why he killed Mi-yeon, but it turns out that Kai-ho killed Mi-yeon because he was possessed. A moment later he turns to normal and is shocked to see Mi-yeon's lifeless body lying on the floor. Everyone thought that Kai-ho intentionally killed Mi-yeon. But he explained that he killed Mi-yeon because he was possessed. At that time Dong-jun finds Mi-yeon's paper in her jacket. After he saw Mi-yeon's paper, he told Kai-ho that it was a murder. Kai-ho asks why he would kill Mi-yeon. Then Dong-jun shows Kai-ho about Mi-yeon's question on the paper that says, "Will I be able to escape, Kai-ho?" In a flashback, it is shown that Dong-jun saw Kai-ho and Mi-yeon arguing. Kai-ho discovered Mi-yeon was having an affair with the female teacher. This is why she is scoring top marks in the class. He secretly recorded them on video and later blackmailed her. Mi-yeon requests that if the video leaks out, she will never get a chance to enter Seoul National University. But Kai-ho replies he's relying on her for tomorrow's exam. Mi-yeon also got angry and threatened him to expose his secret spy cam account to everyone. After knowing all this, Dong-jun accuses Kai-ho of bringing them to this abandoned building just to kill her, but Kai-ho says that it is not true. Then they decide to check the recorded video. In the video one of Kai-ho's legs was not walking normally. So he tries to demonstrate them by walking normally, saying that he walks fine in real life. But Mi-yeon suddenly grabs his leg and pulls him down. He tried to free himself, but Mi-yeon pulled him away. Suddenly, a tube light bursts and glass pieces fall on his face. Just then, the lights inside the room go off, making the room into complete darkness. They turn on their flashlights and look for Kai-ho, but he is nowhere to be found. They start searching for him, but suddenly blood starts dripping down on Yi-yoon's face. She looks up and sees Kai-ho sitting on one of the pillars, holding a knife in his hand. Suddenly, he jumps at Dong-jun and tries to stab him with the knife. They were able to stop him and tied his hand and leg using a chain. Meanwhile, Jaong notices a bubble flying above So-woo. She moves towards So-woo to check. But So-woo starts vomiting black liquid. So, everyone rushes toward her to check and try to wake her. But she is still lying unconscious on the floor. Jaong told everyone that they have to do the dark ritual again because there was something wrong with the previous dark ritual. Jaong explains that they had broken the rules for the dark ritual. She saw the recorded video and explained that they were supposed to leave the satanic circle on the floor in the order they got their answers. They also should have removed the bag from So-woo after saying, "Please leave." They forgot all this, and they must do the ritual again. So, they begin the dark ritual again. After some time, So Woo got possessed again. She raises her hand and points her finger at Mi-Ian first and then at Kai-ho, and continues till she points at all of them. The same word also appears on everyone's paper, one by one. They thought that this time the dark ritual was actually working. Jaong told everyone to say, "Please leave." But suddenly So Woo asked if she really has to leave the body. Then she removes the bag from her head, and Jaong realizes that her deceased elder sister, In Young's spirit, is inside So Woo's body. Dong-jun insists that they must end the dark ritual right now. So, they start repeating the words, "Please leave," again and again, until the spirit finally leaves So Woo's body. They then push Mi-Ian out of the satanic circle because she was the first to get the answer. Next, they push Kai-ho, and one by one, they leave the satanic circle. Suddenly, the telephone network has been restored. Dong-jun immediately called emergency services and told them about their location. Then the call got disconnected again. Now they are all sitting helpless inside the room, waiting for rescue to arrive. At that time, Dong-jun takes out his phone and types, "I like you," and shows it to Jaong. Seeing the message, Jaong replies, she too likes him. She says that they will try to escape from here, no matter what. Just then, all the light went out again, turning the room into darkness. Dong-jun turned the light on and saw Kai-ho lying dead on the floor. They want to find out how he died. So, they checked the video recording and saw that So Woo untied the chain from Kai-ho. After that, he walked in front of the camera and cut his own throat with a knife. They are all shocked after watching it. Yi-yoon got sad and asked, "Why isn't this over?" Then she runs towards the door and knocks on it, screaming for help. But a moment later, she got possessed by the spirit. Then she walks towards the water and dips his head in it. Dong-jun and Jaong got panicked. They pull her body from the water and finally save her. After that, Dong-jun, holding Kai-ho's paper, told them that the prophecy came true. He shows Kai-ho's paper, which was written, "Will I get 1 million views?" But later, his video got 1 million views. Dong-jun further said that Mi-Ian's prophecy also came true, which is not being able to escape from Kai-ho. He explains that both Mi-Ian and Kai-ho died after their prophecies came true, and he believed that's what was causing the deaths. Jaong checked Dong-jun's paper, which was written as, "Does Jaong like me?" Then Yi-yoon saw her paper to Dong-jun, which was written as, "Who does Dong-jun like?" And the answer is, "Flower, Young." Yi-yoon says that she doesn't care whether the person she likes ends up liking her friend, but she doesn't want to die here. So, she took a knife and pointed the knife at Dong-jun. She told him if sacrificing Jaong means they will survive, then she will kill Jaong. She then turns towards Jaong and tries to kill her. But Dong-jun stops her. While Yi-yoon struggles, Jaong takes a chain and ties her hands and legs. At that moment, many hidden doors inside the room suddenly opened. Dong-jun and Jaong entered one of the rooms and found many talismans hanging on the walls. Dong-jun realizes that this room was actually constructed for the dark ritual purposes from the very beginning. Then both of them split up, and each explored the other hidden rooms. While checking one of the rooms, Dong-jun saw a talisman with the number 666 written on it. He turns it over and finds a message on the back that says, "When 5 prophecies are fulfilled and 5 lives are taken, a spirit will be granted to enter a human body." Suddenly, Dong-jun hears someone screaming. So he rushes out and finds Yi-yoon lying dead on the floor. Then he is horrified to see a dead body hanging from one of the pillars. He thought it was Jayoung's dead body. But suddenly someone stabs him with a knife from behind. It is revealed that the attacker is none other than Jayoung herself. In a flashback, while Dong-jun was in his classroom, Jayoung approached him and told him that Kai-ho wanted to participate in a YouTube contest. She will be joining the contest and asked Dong-jun to join the contest too. Later, Dong-jun sees Jayoung talking about the contest to Kai-ho. Dong-jun realizes that it was Jayoung's idea to come to this abandoned building to perform the dark ritual. She did all this just to bring her deceased elder sister, In Young's, spirit back to life. It is further revealed that, while Jayoung was a child, she was playing with her elder sister, In Young. But suddenly, In Young fell and died in the bathroom. Jayoung's mother blamed her father for the death of In Young, accusing him of coming home late. After that, her parents got divorced, and Jayoung lived with her father. One day, her father brought a woman and told her that she was his new mother. He also introduced So Woo, who will be her stepsister. When Jayoung grew up without her elder sister, In Young, she was very upset, but what hurt the most was her friend laughing as if they were mocking her pain. One day she read about a dark ritual on the internet. Then she decided to use this dark ritual to bring her deceased elder sister back to life. After knowing all this, Dong-jun tries to escape, but Jaong quickly uses a chain and strangles him until he finally dies. At that moment, So-woo wakes up from unconsciousness. She asked Jaong what was going on. But Jaong tied her up with a chain and put her in the water. Then she begins the dark ritual again. After some time, So-woo gets possessed and raises her hand, pointing at Jaong. Jaong realizes the dark ritual is working. She then starts chanting some spell. After some time, the water begins to boil, and a strong wind starts sweeping inside the room. Then Jaong sees So-woo, who is now In-young, standing before her. She walks closer and removes the bag from In-young's head. In-young asks Jaong, "Who are you?" Jaong replies, "I'm your younger sister." In-young asked how much time had passed, but instead Jaong said she missed her. She told In-young that she will explain everything later, but first, let's get out of here. She starts taking In-young away from there, but suddenly, In-young's eyes turn black, and she starts whispering something. Then Jaong came to know that In-young is possessed again because Dong-jun has grabbed her leg. So, she tries to remove his hand from grabbing In-young's leg. But at that moment, the spirits of all her dead friends enter into So-woo's body. They ask her why she killed them. They further told Jaong that you have seen your sister. So, now it's your turn to die. Then So-woo, possessed by demon, moves toward Jaong and strangles her neck, which finally kills her. After Jaong dies, her soul is trapped inside the spirit water. Finally the demon moves towards the camera and throws it aside, and with this the story comes to an end.